Hey, you need to look at the camera. I did not prep you for this.
I didn't know we were doing this.
Hey, I'm Daisy Chambers.
Hi, I'm Georgia Louise Lutgust.
And welcome to our podcast,
Town Crier.
Every week, we're going to take you through a new topic
Relating to digital culture, media literacy, and the like.
This is a new age for our podcast. We're in a different setting.
We're in a different setting. We're outside the Sweatbox, which was Daisy's possible workplace. We are currently in my living room. What does that mean for the podcast?
Okay, I was going to lie and say that we were in a studio, like a new studio. This podcast is new and it's still in the embryonic phase and we're not having an abortion.
We are very much nurturing this fetus of a podcast and we're growing it and we're evolving it.
So thanks for bearing with us.
What's interesting is that we've left the professional environment, come to a more relaxed one, but we're going to up our game as a podcast professionally.
Yeah, so true,
That's
so
the
true.
goal.
If I may, I would like to sing a song now.
Yeah.
I got new rules that count 'em.
I got new rules to myself. Don't let him in, don't let him in. You're getting over him.
Yes, this podcast has some new rules.
Mm-hmm.
The new rules are as follows. 1, we are not in the studio anymore that we used to be in. We're in a better one with a beautiful couch.
It's a really nice velvet sofa. Number 2.
2, there's only one camera this time.
Which I think looks more organic when we're talking to each other.
1 camera and 2 beautiful microphones and 2 beautiful women who are ready to talk data. That's right.
That's right, data.
Don't click away yet, folks. We're going to have some fun with this one.
But first, before we do, I think we should talk about maybe one thing we did this week together, which the people are dying to hear about, which was our experience with the Odyssey.
Okay, so basically, we do this thing where we'll go to a movie and then the credits roll, and it's like the most exciting part. Because for me, I know that I'm going to turn to you guys and I'm going to be like, wow, that was so good. And I was like various parts of the movie, I was like, I cannot wait for that moment where Georgia and I turn to each other and we go, wow, that was breathtaking.
And I could feel the electricity between all 4 of us. I could
because
feel,
let me tell you.
we were excited, we were
No.
thrilled, we were immersed.
The credits start to roll and I look at them with glee in my eyes and they do not even make eye contact with me. Like everyone is so silent and I get so awkward because I'm like, oh my God, did everyone hate it? Like this is really awkward. I've had such an amazing experience. Like my life's been changed forever by a Christopher Nolan movie, which has never happened to me before. And
It's happened to me. It's happened to me a few times.
And then we all walk out of the cinema in complete silence. And I'm trying to ask you, I'm like, so Georgia, what did you think of it? And you're like, yeah, I liked it.
No, I'm having this problem where no one believes the sincerity of my expression. I turned to Daisy and I said, I found that very moving and impactful. And everyone was like, oh, moving and impactful, did we? No one believes me ever when I tell the truth.
Well, why were you so solemn?
Because I felt very moved and aggrieved.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah, aggrieved is my word of the week. Yeah, I just felt like, genuinely, I guess I was expecting like a big blockbuster, and that's what it was, and it was shot incredibly, and like I said, I loved the scale, but also it was, I think, a testament to our war-torn times.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I definitely thought that as well.
And maybe your head had been blown off because you are an anti-Nolan type generally, whereas I'm pro-Nolan.
Interesting. And I should clear my name before the Nolan bros come for me and say that I'm not specifically an anti-Nolan type. Like, I'm glad that he exists and makes movies, and I'm not asking for him to do anything differently. Like, he is a man. Christopher Nolan can't do woman.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And that's fine. He's not a woman.
Well, what I would say is I don't have a problem with people playing to their strengths.
Yes.
Like, I don't necessarily need a male director to explain the experience of womanhood to me.
No, exactly. And I'd rather he didn't. Like, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, I don't really want him to try. while. Is that true? I want him to try a little
I think
harder.
he tried in Inception, and it's like the reason Marion Cotillard's character is so unbelievable is
Yeah.
the way he tries to depict her as a woman. That does not
True,
resonate with
true.
me.
And I would say I'm not anti-Nolan. It's just that, like, I don't really vibe with his movies because I love stories about women, being a woman myself. I don't think that's crazy to say. And so I kind of adjust my expectations whenever I'm watching one of his films. I'm like, okay, like, this probably isn't going to be my type of thing. I thought I was going to have a bit of a slog watching it. Those 3 hours flew by.
They really did. It really did not feel like a 3-hour film.
No, and it was thrilling.
It
It
was.
was cinema in the way I love cinema, which is the most surface level. The sounds, the colors, the acting on the screen thrills me, excites me, entertains me. I just was so entertained. I don't want to blow too much smoke up his ass though, because sorry to keep harping on about it, but I do think the women were weak.
Oh, the women were weak, but I would say that's probably the case with all classical
Exactly.
literature.
At the end of the day,
It's not
I think
necessarily
I-
that I don't think you can place at his door.
No, exactly. And I think that's why I liked it so much, because it's not his fault. It really
Yeah.
just isn't his fault this time. Like, but then I was thinking, like, there was an argument to be made. I was speaking to a friend who said that the women in the original epic poem, like, are a lot more complex. They just have more depth than what Christopher Nolan portrayed them as. And I was like, yes, that's true. But again, I'm not super mad that he didn't go down the route of just, like, sexualizing them as per the original poem. Like, that was a bit iffy as a choice as well. I can understand why he didn't. I was just upset to see Charlize Theron just, like, as a woman who is hot on a beach.
Yeah, to be fair, I think she actually like acted her part out for that
Yeah.
role. She did a lot with very minimal dialogue and justification for her character's
Yeah.
intentions. I was annoyed that I thought Anne Hathaway was great too. And I loved the scene where they realize Penelope is essentially weaving something over and over to keep,
Yes.
essentially to like keep a palace full of men happy. She's very clever, but I wish we'd seen more of her like wisdom.
Yes, exactly.
machination.
I kind of feel like her monologue where she talks about how she's ruled alone for the last 20 years was a little bit Barbie.
Oh my God, I thought the exact same thing. It was very much the women can wear t-shirts
Yeah.
and be a mom.
And, like, she pulled it off because she's Anne
Yeah.
Hathaway, but, like, oh, I wish there was a
Yeah.
little bit more.
And very minimal use of CGI. The Cyclops is a
course.
puppet.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I imagine with some kind of like computer image grafted on top, but I was really impressed.
I mean,
the ships were real.
I know all the
I can't believe
yeah,
the
but did you
ships
see
were
all those
real?
scandals that like
No.
they damaged one of the Viking ships and didn't pay the owner? I'm deep in the lore of this movie
What?
now. Yes.
Is he a Viking?
Was
Is it
he a
Erling Haaland?
Viking? Oh my god,
Oh my
my
God,
worlds
Erling
collide. No, I don't know. They like this guy had a Viking ship. He like loaned it to them for the movie, and apparently it came back damaged. But then again, that does sound like a thing you'd say if you wanted money and compensation from a big movie studio.
Yeah.
So I don't blame the guy.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but it is just allegedly. I need to say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
But yeah, there's been. I think the scandals are quite fun
Right.
as well.
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed with the Zendaya ancient Iranian earring
And
scandal.
I need to know, what do you think? For context, Zendaya wore ancient Iranian earrings on the red carpet.
Which I believe had been kind of upgraded and encrusted with modern day diamonds. So
Really?
they had
Oh, I
already
didn't know
been
that.
yeah, they had already been, I guess, in some way like contemporarily defiled or like removed from their historical context.
But Zendaya didn't ask for that.
She didn't, and you know what? I really back her. I have a way bigger issue because Zendaya has like pioneered this, and I find this really interesting. The kind of like costume dressing for premiere, right? I back her because I think she and Laura Roach, her stylist, have a vision, and it does relate to the telling of the film.
Oh,
in a
yeah.
way that like when Margot Robbie wore that Indian imperial diamond for Wuthering Heights, I don't see how that relates to Wuthering
No,
Heights.
it doesn't. And when Kim Kardashian wore Marilyn Monroe's dress, there was no reason for it whatsoever.
No. It was actively, I would say, spitting on Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, I would say so as well. When I read about this, my initial reaction was kind of the same. Like, I get what they're trying to do. I understand why there would be backlash, but I also understand that, like, they're trying to make these artifacts more accessible to an audience that wouldn't usually see something like this. They want to also respect the Iranian people and culture. Are there bigger fish to fry?
There are huger fish to fry,
Yeah.
I feel, personally. Like, come for the British Museum before you come for Zendaya.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come
Which
on.
I'm not even saying I'm coming for the British Museum, by the way.
I'm coming for the British Museum. Let me at him.
Yeah, so I guess our take is The Odyssey was great. I would say we didn't actually technically see it in IMAX. I guess we technically saw it in
We saw it in
Epic. What View brands as Epic.
and it was epic.
Yeah, and what that entailed was a very nice person coming and introducing the film personally to us. I enjoyed the little preamble.
It was amazing, but I also did laugh at how we were squished in the very much the corner on like the bottom right hand side, so everything was a little skewed. Like it wasn't quite the optimum viewing experience. Their faces looked a little off. Everything was stretched slightly in a strange way, but super fun.
But I had a great time. But I do think if you can see it in IMAX, I imagine see it in IMAX.
No one can see it in IMAX. It's sold out. Like, how are they gonna do that?
In like a few weeks, it'll still be showing in a few weeks. This film's gonna run and
sold
run.
out till September.
What?
Yeah, all the
For real?
IMAXs are sold out till September.
That's absolutely bonkers.
I
well,
know,
you know
revival
what?
of cinema.
Yeah, well done, Nolan. You're
Yeah.
actually like keeping the Odeon open. I learned that Chris Nolan's longtime producer is his wife. So
Whoa.
they've worked together since they apparently began a film club at university together. So he has, I think, always had a female, compatriot.
Yeah, and hey, that's good.
Work with women, employ women.
And do you know how Matt Damon met his wife?
Yes.
Wait, do you actually?
Was she not like a complete normal? Like, if you can believe it.
Unlike
in,
us.
Yeah, unlike us. In like a cafe or a restaurant. She
Yes.
was his waitress, I think.
No, wait. What? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She was a bartender, I thought, and he was trying to hide from paparazzi. So he like ran into the bar and like came over and was like, "Can I hide somewhere?" And then she gave him a place to hide, and then they hit it off.
Oh, she gave him a place to hide, all right.
It was in her pussy.
I'm sorry for sexualizing Matt Damon's lovely wife.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And I
That's
often
what
do
the
think-
ancient Greeks would have done.
I often think the blueprint for this as a creative collaboration, I think, is when Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were making their first film together. How about them apples?
Guess what? You're gonna fucking kill me, and I don't want to admit this, but
You've never seen
this
it.
podcast is for admitting things that we've never told each other before. I had to Google Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, because I had no idea what those words meant.
What?
I was watching the press tour, some interviews with Matt Damon. He was talking about Ben Affleck.
They're best friends
And I
since
was
childhood.
like, I don't know who that is.
They were the two youngest co-screenwriters to
hell
win
has he been
Best
in?
Original Screenplay. What has he been in? Gone Girl. He's in
No
my favorite
way!
film of all time. Gone Girl. I watch it like maybe once a month.
I love that movie.
Yes, that's Ben Affleck. He's famously really well cast because he has this, what they call in the book, like the punchable face.
Right. And he's best friends with Matt Damon.
Since they were kids.
What about, I know this from his Wikipedia page, his brother Casey. Oh my god.
Are we going to talk about the
Oh my God.
allegations
Seriously.
on pod?
Guys, I don't know who these people are.
Casey.
Oh my God, I didn't click on his page.
Casey Affleck, if you're listening, it's all alleged.
Oh my god, because Matt was like, he flippantly said something about Casey as well. Like him, Ben, and Casey had done something. And I was like, the plot thickens, because when I think of Casey Affleck, I think of the only other Casey I know, Casey Frey.
Casey Frey.
Yes, that's his name, right? Get out my way.
Yeah, get out my way.
Do my way, oh my. Oh my god, I love that guy.
That is the best
Are there
video on the
allegations?
internet. Against Casey Frey, absolutely not. And I want to make that very clear.
I hope not.
Casey Affleck, I haven't checked the latest, but I know that his Manchester by the Sea win was controversial. But we will check that with our legal department.
Well, I guess I've got some Wikipedia reading to do.
And we always encourage people to read up after the pod.
Yeah, of course. No segue? No segue for this one?
I guess the segue would be, it's always reading that we encourage because it's important to do a deep data dive every time you're confronted with information.
And what do you mean by that?
I actually did realize, and this sounds stupid, but genuinely, does anyone ever think about what the word data means?
Oh my God. No.
When I Googled the word data, I was like, wow, I've never done this before. Greek origin, I believe.
Oh, wow.
So the Odyssey.
Oh my
It all
God.
comes
This is
together.
like when you said mentor. The guy's name in the movie is mentor.
Mentor! And it's the origin of the word mentor.
I sound so stupid in
yeah,
this
no,
episode.
same. I sound so stupid.
But also, okay, I should also preface this by saying we're doing a new thing. I've just decided right now. The new format of the pod is Georgia has researched something and I have no idea what she's going to say. So you're getting my live reaction to Georgia's amazing research on
Okay.
data.
Well, I guess I should say that the research was prompted by Daisy saying she wanted to talk about data.
And then I never looked up the word.
So I learned the word data.
Yeah.
It's just any information that is served to us in
Data.
kind of like chunks.
It's expansive.
Yeah, So basically, the University of York, shout out, has a little definition, and it said data can be pretty much anything. And I was like, thanks, University of York. That's
yeah.
why you're a Russell Group, I guess.
Hell yeah.
But obviously, we want to talk about personal data.
Data that you give to companies.
Yeah. That's what I'm
personal
saying. That's personal data.
That's the definition of this in this sense. Because we don't
Yeah.
want to talk about like whatever data analysts do
I
at the
couldn't tell you.
investment bank.
But every single one of you is on Bumble. If you're a data analyst, that's where you live.
Yeah, and you are a 37-year-old man. You're looking for a long-term relationship where sometimes you get a third in.
Oh
Oh my God. I'm sorry if that one man who actually had that in his bio. But I hope your data analyst job is going really well.
Yeah.
But now that I'm saying that, correct me if
I?
I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like data analysts at investment banks, they're not looking at our personal data.
That's not their job. But basically, personal data is any information that relates to an identifiable person.
Right. So that would be not only things like my age, my email address, my address, but also like pictures of myself.
Yeah. So interestingly, in Britain, some data is more like legally sensitive than others. So it's stuff like your birthday or your address, but also your trade union membership.
Oh.
Because I guess theoretically you could be like politically blackmailed.
Yeah.
Your sex life and sexuality, your health, obviously political or religious beliefs. So that is all like doubly protected.
Okay.
Theoretically.
Okay.
But I guess
Yeah, theoretically.
even your star sign is like potentially personal data because you could identify someone's like birth window.
But all of I'm confused.
Yeah,
Can I
go
be
for it.
stupid on the podcast?
You can be stupid on the pod.
Does that mean like when I'm inputting this data into say like a form, or does this mean when I'm like posting "Am I the asshole" on Reddit?
Well, that's the thing. All of it can be tracked. Like any of that is personal data. Of course, there's personal data you give away like knowingly, but then there's personal data you don't know that you're giving away.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
with my online, but that's still if I make a post on Instagram detailing my sex life, that's personal data.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why it's concerning because you might think you're just posting it on Instagram to share with your friends under a locked account.
Yes.
But if you don't necessarily read the permissions of every website, you don't know what they've maybe said they can sell to other people or third parties.
Okay.
Is the idea.
And I think a lot of people then ask this, why do I care if they're selling that to third parties?
I know.
What does it mean?
Why should we care? Well, the thing that is kind of scary about it is that besides the fact that obviously they're like tracking you across websites, right? So that
And they're controlling my algorithm and ads and
yes.
things like that.
And that's like relatively harmless when they like are always recommending us because we're like obviously on the cusp of being thirsty, like pregnancy tests or whatever.
I have always, when I try and speak to people about this, because I feel like what I know so far is just like people taking your personal data and selling it on is just a bad thing, but I've never really questioned why it's so bad. And when I've spoken to people in the past, they've said it's a good thing because I want personalized ads. It works in a circle where like they know me better, they give me better recommendations, and then I buy better stuff. So it's satisfactory.
But the two reasons it's really bad is, number one, for that reason, you're getting an echo chamber. So you're not necessarily having access to the most accurate or pertinent information. You are just hearing what you already want to hear or expect to hear. And that creates kind of like bubbles on the internet, which can then like lead you down. You know, if you always want to hear conspiracy theories, you can be shown more and more wild conspiracy theories.
Yeah. And it gradually builds up in your mind.
Yeah. But then also, I completely forgot that this happened. Do you remember the Cambridge Analytica scandal?
Oh my God. Who can forget it? But also, who could ever
remember?
describe what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh yeah. I feel like when it was happening, I had a pretty good grasp on what was going on. But now, no, what happened?
I was kind of too young, I think, to not even, but I just wasn't really paying attention to why it mattered. Also, Cambridge Analytica sounds fake. But then, no, it basically was that Facebook allowed this company to harvest millions of Americans' personal data in order to track voters, and then you influence them with political advertising. Yeah. And it was the journalists at The Observer who figured that out. But that's why Mark Zuckerberg had to, because I feel like there was a time where we were just constantly being shown footage of Mark Zuckerberg testifying in Congress. And I was always like, why is he there?
Yes.
But that is why he was there.
Wait, is this what The Social Reckoning's about?
The Social Network.
No, the new one, The Social Reckoning.
Oh, I haven't seen, I don't know. I haven't seen a trailer.
God.
I guess so.
I am going to make you watch the trailer.
Okay.
I'm worried it's not going to be
Good.
Hold on. So Cambridge Analytica was a company that existed solely to buy and sell data?
It was led by a Trump aide.
Okay.
And so Facebook, when Cambridge Analytica approached them, allowed them to harvest Americans' personal data via Facebook.
Right.
In order to target them with political advertising.
Facebook's reasoning was just like, this is a business deal and nobody's told us we can't do it.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't know about was that apparently in 2016, during the American election, Facebook also allowed Russian-backed agents to advertise with it.
Oh.
So the problem with the personal data thing is like it is actively used to change people's mindsets or perspectives on real life circumstances like elections.
Yeah, and I think this is what so much of what we talk about on this podcast comes back to. It's like seeing more personalized ads can just be a harmless thing. It can be quite good if you allow cookies and you're searching for an air fryer and you get more air fryers to choose from, you can end up getting a cheaper air fryer and everyone loves that. But it's how they are then used to be harmful that is the problem.
Also, I think like something really close to both our hearts is women's beauty standards.
Oh,
and so like the fact that they are targeting literal 8-year-olds with skincare regimes on TikTok to sell products, that really scares me.
Yeah, I think that's also true. I think the things that are quote unquote harmless aren't even as harmless as you expect them to be, because everyone is out to gain a profit in this world, especially when you're dealing with Meta, and it can be really hard to scroll through and critically think about what you're consuming all the time when you think that you're just being sold skincare and like you like the skincare algorithm, but what is it doing to your beliefs about aging, about women's beauty, and how you view your own body and self?
Yeah.
It's damaging,
It's
I think.
100% damaging.
Yeah.
I had an incredibly chilling moment the other day where I realized that, you know, people are always like, oh, your Alexas are listening to you, whatever, your microphones are listening to you. It's so scary that I said I love you to someone and my phone responded to me.
I don't
That's
like
so
it.
scary, and I don't think that should be
What did your
happening.
phone say?
It said, thank you, friend. And I was chilled to my core.
Brutal. I didn't even say I love you
No,
too.
I didn't say I love you too.
Oh, God.
It was really worrying.
Yeah, and I mean, who wants that?
No one wants that.
Surely it's, okay, if we're gonna live in this world, why aren't we putting some sort of safeguarded so that your phone doesn't respond to personal phrases like that?
Well, yeah, so they haven't tried that. But they did try to control the data situation.
Okay.
Because do
Wait.
you remember GDPR?
How did the Cambridge Analytica thing end with Mark Zuckerberg facing any consequence?
I don't believe anything bar
He's
public
still-
apology.
yeah,
I
he's
need
still
to
out and
check.
cooking,
Yeah,
yeah.
I imagine they were fined, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess it did bring more awareness to the fact that this could happen.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, no one seems to care enough that we're actually doing anything about this.
Yes.
Which is why we're talking about it now.
No, and I really think that as we're speaking about it, we should care.
Yeah, I think we should really, really care.
I think it's like one of the most important things that's happening in this day and age. And we have to care about it so that we can stop all the damage from happening.
Yes. So, like, the EU did try
Okay.
to protect our data. So, do you remember? So, it introduced in 2018 what was called the General Data Protection Regulation, which was meant to be like, I think it is considered the most comprehensive regulation or framework.
Yeah.
On
I think it's good.
data privacy.
Call me crazy. The GDPR is good.
Good. Yeah, so even though it was developed by the EU, and we have it in the UK because it was pre-Brexit, it applies to any company spying on or using personal data of people in Europe. So, like, even an American company is subject to GDPR if they're working with people in Europe.
Amazing.
Right.
But are there loopholes? Can you get past that?
Well, so this is the thing. 5 years after the legislation coming into action, like One Liberty think tank, the Cato Institute, found that a lack of evidence exists that the GDPR actually improved either data privacy or data security. They said, they said the average consumer continues to experience the burdens of the GDPR without seeing a real measurable improvement in either their data privacy or data security. Studies
The
have shown
GDPR is bad.
yeah, because basically people just see it as like having to fill out they just wave away the form. You know,
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
comes up on your computer being like,
Is this
"Do
the
you
cookies
approve?"
form?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, but I actually am like crazy about this form. Like,
Okay, tell me.
Every single time I am offered, like, the little banner comes up, it says, "Do you accept cookies?" Like, no, hell no, I'm not.
Do you say no?
I say no every time. And then if there's sometimes like they make it difficult, it's like you can't say no. You just have to press options and you have to manually press no to all of them. I'm doing that every time, every single time.
Oh, you are fighting the good fight.
Because it was a huge thing. We
Yeah,
got
yeah.
told to do that.
Yeah.
It was
No, we
like-
did get told to do that.
But I guess, yeah, it is just easy to ignore. And then once you ignore the cookies thing, that's it. They've got free reign. Is that how it works? Like,
Well,
you've
not
accepted.
really. So they are meant to basically. I found this interesting. I didn't know this. It's based on like the European Convention on Human Rights, which is like everyone has a right to a private family life.
Ooh.
That's where GDPR comes from. So they mandate that data is collected consensually, which is the cookies thing, and specifically for the.
Am I allowed to ask, what is a cookie? Do you know?
Do I know? A cookie is essentially like if you click yes to it, the website can essentially follow what you're doing on the website.
Yes.
Yeah, and track the way in which you're interacting with it and potentially then sell it on to a third party known as a data broker.
Yes, this is what so it basically, if you allow cookies, you're saying, yeah, you know what? I am so happy for you to use my personal data in whatever way you choose, including it being sold to people who want to hurt me.
And don't you think it's so nefarious that we even call them cookies?
There's
That's a
something fucked up
minimizing
about
term
that.
because it sounds
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I do wonder if it's a language issue. If we called it something scarier, would people care more?
What you called it like stranglehold? Like, no!
Yeah, no, maybe we should.
We
Is
should
that the fight we
reframe.
should fight?
We should reframe.
It
Words
is.
are powerful.
It's all about language at the end of the day. Who the fuck called it cookies?
Some fucking data scientist,
Some
surely.
fucking nerd.
Some prick.
No, it was probably one of the internet's founders who was like, this is so cute. Because I don't think cookies are inherently evil. Like, did they start off as being an evil thing?
No, it was probably just about making the website experience better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And nobody could have. Well, I guess this kind of comes back to the US's new regulations on food.
Oh, do go on.
They're putting like really bad shit in their foods these days.
Weren't they always? I feel like every
No,
time you
they-
go
like-
to America, there's like a gigantic piece of popcorn, like the size of the microphone.
Yeah.
You're like, why did we make that?
And now it's worse. Now it's like you can literally make that big popcorn with just lead.
yeah,
Facts.
fucking facts. It fucking freaks me out when you're in like a Trader and no disrespect to Trader, maybe bleep that if this is, you know, suable for. But you're in there and their tomatoes are the size of my head.
I thought Trader was good.
I think it is
supposed to be
organic, but sometimes, but they have like crazy GMO
Yeah,
regulations.
organic
Yeah,
is like the most fertilized shit.
Yeah, it's crazy what's going on in the US, but it tastes good.
Sorry to bring this up. This is not actually relevant, but the lead thing. I don't think I've asked you about this yet, but I really wanted to know your opinion on this. Okay, do you know what lead poisoning is?
It's in the name.
Okay, good, because I don't really know what it is. Basically, you know how we have this Town Crier podcast Instagram page?
Yes.
And it's like a very baby Instagram. So like we haven't really built an algorithm yet. So it just shows us like the most ridiculous like viral shit.
Yeah.
Like it's really just what are you gonna get? So I saw this one reel, which I never showed you, but I really wanted your take on it. It was this woman who goes into stores in America with like this LED light that like shows lead. She goes in with this little LED pen, and if there's lead on items, it will show up when she flashes the pen on it. So she goes into like IKEA and Trader Joe's and like all of these American shops looking for lead. And then if there's lead on it, she makes a video and she gives it like a lead score because she doesn't want people to get lead poisoned. And the reason she doesn't want to get lead poisoned, the reason she doesn't want people to get lead poisoned is because her daughter was lead poisoned when she was a baby.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh my God, this is so horrible. Like, I can't believe children are getting lead poisoned. Like, is her daughter okay? What happened? I click on her little story that like explains her background. And basically,
she works for Big Lad.
Her daughter was quote unquote lead poisoned. But basically what that means to her. Now, I do think lead poisoning is real and probably dangerous. Like, I think that it can be harmful.
Lead poisoning is definitely a real thing.
Yeah, like, and people die.
Yeah, people do die. Lead is bad.
Die. But her daughter didn't die. It's just that she took her to the doctor. And the doctor was like, I've got some really bad news. Like, your daughter. I think I've been lead poisoned as a child. The doctor was like, I'm so sorry. Your daughter's stupid. Like, she's...
Shut up. This is a podcast about counteracting misinformation. And you've just come on here.
Basically, apparently, if you're exposed to lead as a baby, you lose IQ points. So her daughter has lost like valuable IQ points. Like, I don't really believe in IQ as a legitimate metric, but apparently her daughter's brain will never function at its optimal capacity because she had like low level lead poisoning. And she's like, it's okay because like she said that she was like getting emotional. She was like, at the end of the day, my daughter's lucky because her IQ will realistically be around the same as mine. But it's about the potential that has been wasted. And so I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? That's why I started thinking about this. Because at first I was like, God, I need one of these LED lead pens.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you've kind of lost me with this conspiracy. Like, what are you talking about?
This is obviously bonkers. I don't think there's lead in British supermarkets. Cool.
No, but
I'm not a patriot.
She said there was loads on IKEA plates. And like, hey, that may be dangerous for children, but like... But how dangerous is the amount of lead, and can we prove that the children are getting stupider from it?
There must be trace amounts of lead. I'm sure you don't die from trace amounts of lead.
Yeah.
But I only learned last week that you can't give a baby water.
Oh, we have one brain cell today.
You can't give a newborn baby water, it dies. That's what I was told.
Because they need milk.
They are only meant to be...
They only want that
milky. They are only meant to want that milky.
It's not going to die if you give it water.
If you, like, poured this cup...
Well, yeah, that's quite a lot.
I guess that's
like
drowning. But I just think that's crazy that they can't have water.
A baby is not going to die if you give it water. I actually call bullshit. Like, what are your sources here?
My brother.
Oh, he's a smart guy.
Yeah. He doesn't have a baby.
Hang on.
I think it was my brother.
I just feel like some babies
deserve to die.
Hitler as a baby maybe deserved to die.
Would you go back in time and lead poison Hitler?
Oh my God. Maybe that's why he was like that. He ate from the IKEA plates. No, I just think like, okay, sometimes when people say shit about like babies and like caring for a newborn.
No, you have experience.
No. I wasn't gonna. I don't. But I always have this horrible intrusive thought where I'm like, babies have been around for so long, and like some of them were like in the Victorian era, like they were born in workhouses and they were abandoned, and like they had the plague and they still lived, and like they were just crawling around in literal human shit and probably drinking water because their mother was nowhere to be found and they were on the streets. Or maybe those babies just died.
No, I mean, I think they did have a high mortality rate. But I do think that all the time. I do, like...
It's like, how have we managed? Like, why is it now that babies can't drink water?
No, it's true. No, you're right. Like, we should be feeding babies a little bit of dirt because it probably builds immunities.
Yeah, but be careful. Be careful. Because honestly, there are so many things I just wish I didn't know. Like, you know, slugs are super poisonous and deadly.
No, slugs.
Yeah. Well, they can carry horrible parasites that can kill you.
I'm glad I'm stepping on them.
Are you?
Sometimes it's a treat.
Do you ever fling them?
I would never fling a slug.
I'm sometimes flinging them.
And that's enough about my sex life.
Sorry, we've strayed from the topic.
I think it's good to stray sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. But I really want to know about data now. So
well,
what's with the GDPR?
Okay, you know what? Well, that's kind of basically all I wanted to say. And then I looked up, like, what can we do about it? Because GDPR is not protecting us necessarily. Sorry, EU. So, okay.
That's crazy. I really didn't know that. And what? Is there any point in me declining the cookies?
Yes.
I'm going to keep doing it.
Decline the cookies. Get extensions for your browsers. I know. Miss Girl.
Wow. Okay, that's what my algorithm's been telling me to do anyway.
No, don't. Your hair looks so good this day. Get
you.
extensions and get them to block trackers and ads. And don't use Google. Sorry, I'm a Google girl, but don't use Google. Use Firefox. I'm sorry.
For the people who are unaware, how do you get an extension and what is it?
You just download an extension. You just Google, I want an ad blocking or tracker blocking extension.
And they're usually free.
They're usually free and they will be able to help you. Obviously, you know, do your research because I don't want you to also get hacked.
Yeah.
There will be bad agents out there.
It would be so sad if you go and get an ad blocker and it's made by the data brokers and they've tricked you.
Oh, and I also learned that like even BuzzFeed quizzes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
they're rife with it.
They are doing that to track you. I
Yes.
thought they genuinely wanted to know what Skins character I was.
No, I know.
They do not want to know.
How awful is that?
That's so scary. I'm never doing a quiz
and
again.
how many have you done in your life? Like there were
Fucking
moments where
thousands. I used to do probably 5 a day.
Yeah, I was addicted.
I was addicted to a BuzzFeed quiz.
I do think it's interesting that we're not addicted anymore. But surely kids still are. Or kids.
Maybe we know ourselves. Whoa. We know what Skins character we are.
I'm JJ.
Yes, you are JJ.
I don't know who that person is.
You don't want to know.
Oh my god, the allegations.
Yes. Fucking everyone has them.
We're all Casey Affleck. Can you tell me?
Oscar winner.
What did he allegedly do? For what?
Manchester by
he
the Sea.
won the Oscar.
I think he won. Maybe he didn't. He was definitely nominated. Yeah, the final thing I'll say on data though, and like I don't want to be taken off our platform, but apparently Spotify is one of the worst platforms for it. And it shares collected data with its third-party advertising partners to create personalized ads tailored to specific audiences. It has allowed Spotify to create a vast audio empire of advertisements that can feel eerily familiar. And that's why we don't monetize this podcast.
What?
Not because no one wants to pay us.
What does that mean?
So, like, when I'm listening to a pod and they have an advert,
Yeah.
that advert might be tailored to me according to
No.
my interests, which I didn't even realize, but yes.
But they're pre-recorded by my favorite hosts.
Sometimes they're pre-recorded, sometimes, and then other times you're listening to a podcast and you'll just get like a random insert. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. I fucking hate those.
Well, you never listen.
One more Headspace ad and I'm blowing my brains out.
For real.
But also, okay, I quite like my little corner of the internet. I would say that.
Because it's yours. Yeah.
because I've perfected my algorithm and I'm not getting any propaganda because I'm immune.
Yes. Also because my politics are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like the corner of the internet where I am in is like people are always talking about ads and talk like they're calling out ads, they're criticizing ads, they're not being influenced by ads as much as people who aren't having these conversations. Like there is a space on the internet where there's a lot of discourse about it. And I think that's better for awareness. Like now, because I really do hate Headspace. Like I hate Headspace for many reasons. And we'll go into it another time, I'm sure. But I like the fact that if I'm seeing an ad for Headspace, I will then see comments being like, fuck Headspace.
Yeah. I like that, like, you know, they haven't actually cracked down on us autocratically, because I will be on Instagram, people will be shitting on Meta.
Yeah, and
there is that.
It is a beautiful thing that you can't kill our spirit no matter how you try and try and try.
Elon Musk, you can buy X, but I'm still going to be on X telling you you're a loser.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not.
I'm actually not on X. I actually do think it's a horrible place, but that's more for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we're still trying to build a community on the internet that works for us, no matter how corrupt it gets.
100%.
And I'm not sure if we're going to have to give up on that. I mean, we're still on Spotify. But Freddie Brown, thank you so much for the advice about helping us to get off of Spotify. We're looking into it.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys. Sorry about being sweaty and disgusting.
So sweaty and not wearing a bra.
Did you want to do a cry?
Have I got a cry for this week? You go first. You have a cry?
I haven't thought about this podcast in a really long time.
Yeah, is that my cry? My cry is I thought last week we were giving up on the pod. I think it's good to be honest.
Has anyone seen that video of this Scottish girl called Katie Wilson? And she made like a YouTube video back in 2011 maybe. And I was obsessed with it at university. It's kind of like the baseline of our friendship, I would say.
Yeah.
She does this rap where she's like, Katie Wilson's not giving up. Not giving up. I'm not giving up. And that's all I can think of whenever I look at you. It's like, I'm on the bass track, rapping for my family again. And we're not giving up.
We are not giving up.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Town Crier.